Our advances to yesterday's quiz call with another £100 on offer. That's all later. It's all happening right here on The Morning on BBC One. But now we join Robert Kilroy Silk. This morning he is live at the Beauty Ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Kilroy today's lucky winners. Miss Baby Doll, Miss Full Swing Lemonade, Miss Flint, Miss Birkenhead, Miss Lion's Maid, Miss Northern Nightclub, Miss Tetley Walker, Miss Wire, Miss Queen of the Coast, Miss Personality, Miss Fatal Attraction, Miss Toad Hall, Miss In Shape, Miss Wirral, Miss Club Prestige, Miss Swift Shore, Miss Beautiful Leg.
Hello and good morning. You may have noticed that all those beauty queens are one and the same person, Julie Cheeseman. In fact, she's got a total of 45 titles. 45 titles, Julie. Why did you do it?
It's something I thoroughly enjoy. I started entering competitions at the age of 4 when I did the Rosebuds.
The what?
The Rosebuds.
What's the Rosebuds?
They have sort of smaller competitions for girls up to about the age of 6.
Yeah.
And they have a little sash and a tiara and everything. When I was 16, I thought I'd try my luck at the bigger competitions, and I get to travel the country. I've been to South America as well, and Miss Intercontinental, and I just thoroughly enjoy it.
It's a full-time job for you, isn't it? Almost.
It can be, yes. I can be out 2 or 3 nights a week.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the biggest prize? What's the major one? What's the most important one?
Well, the most important one in this country, obviously, has got to be Miss United Kingdom.
For you, I mean. What have you won?
For me, there's been a few. Harriet's, Merseymore, Miss Merseyside. They were really good.
How do you feel about this, then?
How would any guy feel?
I don't know, tell me.
Quite lucky, I would imagine most guys would feel. And so do I.
You're proud?
I'm proud of her, obviously, yeah.
You're happy about everything she does?
I'm happy about what she does. It's great confidence building for her. She enjoys it. We get to meet great people. We travel around the country. She wins smashing prizes. It's far more than a hobby. It's a way of life for Julie, because she's been doing it since the age of 6 or so, you know.
Lisa?
Do you feel like a proper woman?
Yes, of course I do. I mean, I know people have their own opinions on beauty competitions. I think in this country that we need to promote beauty a lot more than we do. And I think that Miss United Kingdom and a lot of the other competitions should be televised again. I think it's a shame that they're not.
What do you mean, do you just feel a proper woman?
Don't you just feel like an object? Like
No.
men looking at you?
No, not at all. I've always been on the stage. I've been a dancer for many years as well, and I've competed in hundreds of competitions, and if I felt that way, I wouldn't take part.
It's show business, isn't it? It's a form of show business. Yeah. A sportsman is looked at by hundreds of thousands of people. Actors are, famous sculptors are, artists are, anybody who's a performer.
Nothing wrong with it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I was talking to a couple of ladies before, and both of us, well, we agree that you shouldn't be judged on what God already gave you. God's already given you. You know, there's all these beautiful men and women in here.
What about Flodo, the runner? She was judged on what God gave her, which was excessive speed. Do we denounce her?
Yeah, but she trained for that. You can't train to be beautiful.
Oh, yes, you can.
No,
Oh, yes, you can.
No, you can train to make yourself more beautiful, but you can't. You've got to have the framework to start off with, as all these ladies have done. They must have known they had the framework to start off with in order to go on and do what they've done.
If you think it's just a matter of looks, Ducky, you're way behind the times. You've got to walk properly, you've got to speak properly, you're judged at the end, you're shortlisted, they want to know a bit about your grey matter. You're not just judged.
Oh, I'm not disputing that it's not.
Can you walk and talk properly, Claire? Have you got plenty of grey did you have your grey matter judged?
Well, I think so. I think it's all intact.
What do you say to Jiggy?
Obviously it is about the way you look, but the whole thing as well this year was supposed to be about personality as well. So it's not. It's
Miss United Kingdom. So
It's full circle. It's everything combined into one.
I'm not disputing that you don't work hard, because I know models. I know models myself, and I know you work damned hard. I know a lot of you work very hard indeed. But I personally don't agree. I think that it's a bit outdated now.
Can I just say, do you agree with the fashion shows and everything as well? Because
fashion shows are selling something, aren't they? What are you selling?
well, you promote.
Hang on, go on, Claire. That's yourself, you said.
Yeah, well, you're not supposedly selling yourself, but it is a form of entertainment. You have great fun. You get so much out of it. It's brilliant.
Anyway, I would like to ask you, you just reminded me, I was Miss United Kingdom 1958 and Miss Great Britain 1960. There were about 40...
You just reminded me? What do you mean, just reminded you? You knew all that all the time.
No,
I know.
I know, but she's just reminded me of something else.
So let me sorry, I interrupted you. Let me get that clear again. You were Miss United Kingdom.
I was the first Miss UK in 1958.
And you were Miss?
Great Britain 1960.
Right.
Now, in both contests, there were about 46 other girls. If it was looks alone that we were judged on, how on earth did I manage to scoop the big prize twice?
Because you were beautiful. Did you hear what she said? She said, Emma, it's out of date. It's all an age that's gone by now. You shouldn't have beauty queens anymore.
You should, because it doesn't matter really, because sometimes you raise money and you just try and help.
What are you?
Pardon?
What are you?
Matlock Junior Queen.
Matlock Junior Queen. Have you? Do you go in for beauty competitions a lot?
Quite a lot.
How many have you won?
I don't know.
You don't know? What, you mean that many? You haven't won as many as Julie, have you?
Since she started as a Rosebud, she's won about 50 trophies.
What do you do with them all?
Put them on display.
Who wants to do it? Emma or Mum?
Emma wants to do it.
Oh, Mum says that. Does Emma want to do it?
Yeah.
Does your mum push her?
No.
Not at all?
No.
But what are you going to say, Mum?
It makes me feel proud to see her as she is.
And you like the fact that she's winning?
Yeah,
Obviously.
I do.
Of course
I
you do,
do
and you're
like
proud. Do mothers push you? Is it mothers pushing their daughters, Miss Matlock? What? Carnival Queen?
No, she doesn't push me at all. If I didn't want to do it anymore, she would be happy that I didn't want to do it.
Why did you want to do it?
When I was younger, about 9, I saw photographs in the paper of Matlock Queens before, and I used to parade around the garden dressed up, like practising, and then I went in for it when I was 10, for Matlock Princess. I didn't get it that time, but then I won when I was 11.
Why was it so important for you to get it?
I don't know.
Sharron, do mothers push you? Are mothers pushy as beauty queens just so that they might be to get their daughters on the stage?
My mother never pushed me. She encouraged me about 14 years ago to take part in competitions, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And I'm now expecting my first child, and I've got my first Miss Pear's entry form. So I should be encouraging her to go in for competition.
You know it's going to be a girl, do you?
Oh, no, I'm just crossing my fingers.
But you're serious about that? You really have Miss
Yes.
Pear? Why?
It's such a good thing to do. I know every mother is proud of her daughter or son and wants to encourage them and to look their best and to always talk about, oh, my daughter's done this, my daughter's won this, etc. And it always makes you look after yourself when you're always on stage and you know you're going to be in the public eye for most of the time. You've always got to be presentable. I myself have been entering for about 14 years.
This is a picture of you we're showing now, yeah. When you
that was when
hadn't got the front.
That was without the front, and that was actually taken 5 years ago when I won the Miss Wales for 1 minute,
yeah. Which
was then stripped from me. To this day, I don't know the reason why. I would like to ask Mr. Morley, why was I stripped from the title?
I really don't remember the competition or why you were stripped. But
well, I'm sure you can.
I'm sure that you probably lost the title for some technical reason.
£10,000 worth of prizes, a trip to the Miss Universe pageant, which has always been my lifetime ambition to do. You told me on the day various reasons as to why there was a mix-up in the competition. It wasn't televised, unfortunately. I wish the whole world saw what actually went on. The whole humiliation of the competition, being there, being crowned, then suddenly told 2 minutes after, you're not Miss Wales, get off the stage, we want to call the next winner. That was so humiliating.
No, she's talking to her.
Are you saying that...
And I would like to know, I've never
was I
known to
there?
this day. You were there. You were the gentleman who made the announcement there was an error.
No.
I would like to know to this day
listen.
what
now
happened,
oh,
because
Sharron,
I've never had another story.
Now it's coming back to me.
Yes, I thought it might eventually.
I am so pleased.
I remember the incident well. The scrutineer, not me, handed up a list, and unfortunately they handed up the list with the wrong result.
With my name on it? Why was my name on that list?
Just a second, I just told you, he called it up with the wrong result. He came forward just as I'd announced you as the winner with the right result. Now the dilemma was the girl that had really won, that was not, you were not Miss Wales because you had not won the contest. It was a wrong announcement, which we were bitterly disappointed about. And how do you think I felt? Handing a piece of paper,
surely your man who's done it for so long would check the scores before they're announced.
How did you feel, Eric?
I am sure
you said, just imagine how I felt. How did you feel?
You couldn't have felt like I did, or my parents.
I think she felt terrible. I mean, I couldn't...
Now, how did you feel? You said, imagine how you felt.
I felt just as bad as you did. I felt terrible.
Well, you couldn't have felt as bad as she. She's obviously got this bit of...
If somebody hands you a script and you read the script and the script's been wrongly composed, afterwards you may suddenly find somebody comes forward and says, "Look, give me the wrong script." You've got to put it right. We had to put it right. The right.
You're in the Guinness. You're probably in the Guinness Book of Records anyway.
I tried. I am, however, in a book called The Greatest Blunders of the World, because it happened to me twice.
Oh, we don't want to hear about the second time. Why did you do it? Why did you do it?
Because I absolutely love it. I just thoroughly enjoy. I've been entering competitions since I was 17. My mother didn't push me into it. If anything, my mother discouraged me, saying, "Don't do it because you'll get hurt." I just love...
What do you love? Explain. What is it that you get out of it? What does it do for you?
The opportunity to put a beautiful gown on, to look good in a swimsuit, to the attention of the audience looking at you and saying, "Oh, she's pretty, she looks nice." Winning is just the best feeling you could have in the world.
Absolutely. It's just sheer entertainment, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're providing entertainment, you're earning money for charity in a lot of cases, you're entertaining loads of people, you're showing other girls how they can make the best of themselves. It's just another part of leisure, of show business.
But don't forget also we're earning money for ourselves, aren't we? For me it was a job, it was a damn well-paid job, which I was very appreciative of.
Was that an important part of it?
And Eric, I think you tried to get rid of me as well, didn't you, Eric?
Oh, no, we've not picked on Eric there.
Well, I haven't seen him for 26 years.
Afterwards. What? So for you it was a job?
Yes, it was actually. I was a model, and my agent just said, "Well, have a go at this thing."
Mrs. England talked about the attention and people looking at you.
No, that to me wasn't the big turn on. I mean, that really wasn't the attraction. It was just something that snowballed. My agent said, "Have a go, do it," and I just was lucky enough to win.
Is there any element?
It was just really another job.
Any element of escapism?
Not for me, I don't think. I think for people watching love this. I think people do miss seeing this. I think people would love to see it still again on television.
Robert, I wanted to take up a point which was made here a moment ago about it being entertainment. As the organiser of the Miss Great Britain competition for many years...
This is at Blackpool?
When it was at Morecambe, in fact. Morecambe were the holders of that title. I was deeply involved in this, and what I want to stress is that it was an entertainment. I think if you look in the history of beauty competitions, you'll find that most of them originated in seaside holiday resorts, because in those days, that was the only place you were likely to see a young lady, an attractive young lady, in a swimsuit. You had to go to one of the British beaches. It was only later that it became the sort of television business that Eric Morley made it. But another point I'd like to take up on what Mrs. England said, one of the things that I learned as the organizer of that national competition was that all the girls had a great time off stage. They had a real sense of camaraderie. They backed each other up. There was none of the bitchiness that the media would have you believe.
That's true.
And they all were the first to congratulate the winner.
Wait, hang on, come on.
In a smaller town, I was Miss Hyde when I was 16, which is, what, 8 years ago? And you find there's a lot of bitchiness along there. It's just the seaside resorts. I live on the coast. I'm on the English side of the Channel Tunnel.
No, I wouldn't like to say how many competitions I've done over the 8 years I've been doing them, and there has never been any
nastiness or bitchiness or anything. In fact, Sharron and I are best friends.
Yeah.
Through
There is, though, the stage before you actually, like today, for instance, before we came on the show, where you walk into the ladies' loo and you can't actually get to see the mirror because there's people crowded around. It just brought all the memories back. This is why I didn't bother doing anything else.
All the ladies that were around the mirror, they were just ladies that were here. They weren't beauty queens.
When I went in, they were, and I must admit, they all looked very beautiful. They looked beautiful before they put all the makeup on.
Well, that's women going on television. We've got to make the effort, you know, especially to get to
Robert, just as an example of how great the girls were to each other. I can remember incidents when girls in the dressing rooms, and incidentally, I must stress my lady chaperone tells me this, I didn't know this, what goes on in the dressing room.
Yeah, your twinkle in your eyes says different.
No, I was told that a girl would lend another competitor an earring, a necklace, a pair of shoes, because she'd say, look, you've got the wrong shoes on, dear. You'd look better in these. And I think that was great.
Is that right? Would you do that? You're not a real competitor if you're going to do that, though, are you, Claire?
Yeah, it was the final
If you
this
lifted the
year.
earring and you thought she might win because she'll look better... And
Well, if they were
come
going to win
on.
anyway, it wouldn't make any difference if you just lent them an earring. If they were going to win, I don't think the clothes and the accessories are going to make that much
What
difference.
really goes on? Don't you psych people out? And I mean,
Oh, don't be awful, no.
of course. Well, I remember when I boxed and did, or even if you're going for interviews and that, you'd spend a lot of the time beforehand, you'd be trying to psych...
competitive, but we did a fashion show this year. It was staged as a fashion show, and some of the girls had never done catwalk, and everyone helped each other.
Genuinely?
Genuinely.
Because you knew you were going to win anyway? Or
No!
Is part of this, you say doing catwalk, is part of the aim... I mean, Leslie talks about she was making money. Mrs. England talks about, she'll be known forever as Mrs. England now, talked about the kind of confidence she got and the attention and how it made her feel good. Do a lot of girls entering the competitions actually want to see this as a stepping stone to becoming models?
Yeah.
Come on, Sharron.
Work as well. Television work, that's why I've actually done competitions, is to get into competitions.
Hang on, Leslie, how can I get you? Go on.
The reason I entered beauty contests, I mean, it's a long time ago. I mean, I'm a 54-year-old grandmother, but I lived out in the heart of the country, and it was really, there wasn't much going on. So by entering a beauty contest, it gave me a lot of confidence. I went on to win 13. My last one was as Miss Gloucester 1961. I also had to make speeches.
I think that deserves a round of applause. Miss Gloucester 1961.
I then went on to become Mayoress of Gloucester, would you believe? That has nothing to do with looking good. Well, at least it did in one